Be inquisitive, be curious. The best officers succeed because of that, and Rick is one of those that does that well. Being curious, being just inquisitive about all things different, and then looking at how he can apply that.
When you're training somebody, you're teaching them, and you see that light bulb moment, right? You see when they get it, and all of a sudden, you know, you have a partner now instead of somebody that you're training, right? Because they're doing things to a level higher than what you were doing them, and you start to learn things from them.
For a small enough department, you start hearing things about people, and you start here's a guy that kind of, you know, gets it. Where we really started crossing paths is when we started getting into the emotional intelligence training.
I think the critical thing for us is, you know, in law enforcement, recognizing when you know, you're sort of emotionally hijacked, but then when you see it in somebody else, right? We always talk about, you know, I've got your six, I've got your back. Well, that means I'm not gonna let you do anything stupid. I'm not gonna let you do anything that you're gonna regret.
Saw the future, knows that this is the right thing to do.
I have a responsibility, you know, to look out for the people that I'm working with. Especially as a supervisor, you know, you're just as responsible, you know, for their actions as they are.
As we presented this in even in our own world and how we were trying to get, you know, buy-in within the department, it was kind of like, okay, that's just Rick coming with this idea again, but he stayed the course with it.
You know, and it's not always about being nice or kind either, right? It's about being intentional and purposeful in your decision making, so that way you experience less regret. Do the right things for the right reasons.
In our field, that was a big thing.
Using that consequential thinking to figure out, okay, I'm headed down this path, you know, where's this gonna lead? Where's this gonna end up?
Saw the future, knows that this is the right thing to do.
And if you can sort of forecast and have some foresight to look at, you know, what's gonna be the result here, and if you don't like it, then make a change, you know, do something differently. Don't continue, you know, doing something that you know you're gonna regret in the end.
It was not popular in law enforcement.
It's easier said than done, right? So in the moment, I think if you just stop for just half a second and give yourself a chance to think before you respond, and then, like I said, you're more intentional and less reactional. That takes practice. That's always my favorite, you know, seeing the group, you know, at the beginning, and then, you know, watching them throughout, you know, watching them grow. That is a source of inspiration. It makes you want to, it makes you better. If you want to accomplish anything, teach somebody else how to do what it is that you are doing.